So I finally upgraded from my close to 5-year-old iPhone 6s to the brand new iPhone SE second generation, or iPhone SE 2020. So I'm the kind of guy that likes tech. I like to have the latest stuff. But I've found myself over the last 4 years, every year thinking, it'd be really nice to upgrade, but I can't really justify it when the SE, this absolute trooper, was doing so well for so long. However, what kind of drove me over the edge in the last few weeks or months was a combination of, one, the apps were getting really slow, and I'll show you that in just a second. And secondly, I couldn't turn down the incredible deal that is the iPhone SE 2020 for, in the UK, only £419 for the base model, and just an extra £50 to get the upgraded storage to 128 gigabytes for £469, or £18.99 per month on 0% finance, which I think is also a credible deal. Upgrading from the iPhone 6s to the new iPhone SE 2020, there are kind of 6 things that stand out to me or excite me as an upgrader. The first and most obvious is the fact that this is using the A13 Bionic chip produced by Apple. This is the most powerful chip that Apple produce, and it's in the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro, as well as the iPhone SE 2020. So for a bargain price phone, you're getting the most power. And you can really see the impact of that in these clips that I'll show you on screen just now, where I'm loading up MyFitnessPal, and you can literally see the additional seconds it takes to load the app's contents and the images and the ads so that you're ready to use it. And it is actually excruciating. As someone who wants to use MyFitnessPal multiple times a day to add in my calorie information, having a really slow, buggy app because of the lack of power that the iPhone 6 has, the change is enormous. Secondly, I think another app that people might use literally multiple times a day is Spotify. And what you can see on screen now is the difference in load time. You'll see how the iPhone SE 2020 almost instantaneously loads up all the images, like the album artwork, whereas the iPhone 6s kind of takes its time and gradually loads in those images. Okay, it's a subtle difference, but I've been using this phone for about a week now, and you really notice it in everything you're doing. It just seems seamless, whereas before it felt like you're kind of stuck in the mud. And I'm actually so happy that I got that for not the price of an iPhone 11 of £729 or an iPhone Pro for over £1,000. This is £420. Okay, so the second cool change from the 6s to the SE 2020 is the fact that it is water resistant. The iPhone 6s, I was always paranoid about spilling drinks or dropping it down the toilet and ending its life, which I had done in the past with my original iPhone 3G. So now, if you want, you can shove it down the toilet up to 30 minutes and you're all good. It may stink a little bit. Thirdly, these iPhone colors are really crisp. I like that they've limited to 3 options. The pure black look is what I went for because it just looks so slick, like it's a uniform color. Really nice. The third thing that is really cool about moving from the 6s to the SE 2020 is the feel of the back. So it's made of glass, whereas before it was made of aluminium, and it actually gives it whilst it is quite slippy, I have a case on anyway, but it just gives it a really nice feel and finish. It feels really premium. And obviously the purpose of this is that it enables the wireless charging technology, which I've never experienced, and so I will be purchasing one soon, and potentially we'll do a review on how I found that and what product I think is best for wireless charging of the SE 2020. The other shift from iPhone 6s to SE 2020 is the home button is still there. It's still a Touch ID, but it's gone from an actual physical button to this kind of motion. It's not actually a real button, it's like the technology. It does feel really realistic, like the haptic feedback that you get. But at the same time, I found myself sometimes missing pressing the button with maybe my nail or maybe through a glove, or through a t-shirt, or doing it at a weird angle where on the iPhone SE 2020, it doesn't like it, doesn't recognize it, and so it doesn't feel like a button. Whereas previously I could do that. You know, I could even do it with my nose. I don't know why I wanted to, but I found myself occasionally missing it. The other thing I realized was a massive thing back in the day when they got rid of the headphone jack. I kind of forgot that was a thing. I've been so used to having it on the iPhone 6S. However, I think these days, you know, 5 years on, the world's kind of got used to using Bluetooth headphones or maybe using a lightning port connector. And that is one of the benefits of the SE 2020. It comes with Apple AirPods with the lightning connection rather than the standard 3.5 millimeter jack. However, if you've seen my other review, I'll link it just now, to what I use as my daily earbuds. It's the Gower Elite 65Ts, and they pair seamlessly with it, no problems at all. So it's a change for me, but I'm not really missing it. So that's my really brief overview of upgrading from 6S to the SE 2020. So far, it's been a week and I'm really, really happy with it. The main thing is just, it's an absolute speed demon, and it really changes your life, makes things so much more fluid when you're using your phone. I cannot recommend it enough for the insanely cheap price for a quality piece of hardware. If you're interested in my other tech review videos, check out the Gower Elite 65Ts, which I use every day with this new phone. Check out some other videos that will be linked. And please like and subscribe and help me growing if you do like this. Cheers, guys.